exercise. Problem on dito. Okay. Let us consider this discussion, the last part. Okay. About chapter 5, transformation formulas. So this time we will have to discuss about case 3. Okay, for case 3, we have the given integration of tangent raised to mu du, integration of cotangent raised to nu du, where m and n are positive at integers. So the value of this one should be at okay, either m or n. And take note, tangent only and cotangent only. So we have to use trigonometric identities such as tangent squared u equals secant squared u minus 1 and cotangent squared u equals cosecant squared u minus 1. So this is only exclusively used for case 3. Now we have example here. Number 5, integration of tangent cubed theta d theta. And the other one is the integration of cotangent cube x cosecant cube x dx. Take note that our powers in this trigonometric function are expressed in terms of odd numbers. So 3, 3, 3. So they're all odd. And take note, we have here uh, number 5, our solution, the integration of tangent cube theta d theta can be transformed by factoring so that it can be written as integration of tangent squared theta multiplied by tangent theta d theta. And this is obtained through factoring. And take note, when you are going to factor, leave tangent square as indicated there. You don't have to write tangent theta, tangent theta, tangent theta, d theta. Okay? Now, tangent squared theta can be written as secant squared theta minus 1 multiplied by tangent theta. So therefore, if we're going to distribute the integration of tangent theta, okay, tangent theta multiplied by secant squared theta d theta, then minus integration of tangent theta d theta. Okay. Now, in this case, guys, what we are going to do, if there will be combination of tangent and secant or tangent secant squared, combination of tangent and secant squared of the trigonometric function, always use u as tangent, never use secant. Okay? So left u is tangent theta. And of course, our power here is 2. Okay? Our n is 2. Okay? No, sorry. We don't have to put that one. Okay? So now, if we take the derivative of tangent theta, that is derivative of u is equal to secant squared u d theta. Okay? So it means that the derivative of this function is equal to this one. Okay? Now, we have substituting it since tangent is theta is equal to u. So therefore, u and our secant squared theta, this theta is equal to du. Then minus the integration of tangent theta, this theta is equal to ln of secant theta. Now, this is equal to integration of u du is equal to u squared divided by 2 minus ln of secant theta plus c. Or we can have 1/2 and then our u is tangent squared theta minus ln of secant theta plus c. This is our answer 1. And also, we can rewrite this one as 1/2 tangent squared theta minus the quantity of minus ln of cosine theta plus c. And thus, The other answer is 1/2 tangent squared theta plus ln of cosine theta plus c. So if you use secant theta, then we have to put negative. If we use cosine theta, we have to use positive because guys again negative times negative is positive. But of course, it depends upon the value here. That is positive, so this one is positive ln secant theta. If this would be positive also, this one becomes negative ln of cosine theta. Okay, now let's proceed with number 6. Okay, in our example number 6, we have the integration of cotangent cube x cosecant cube x dx. Take note that all the power here in this equation are expressed in odd numbers. Okay, so take note of also that cotangent cube x will undergo transformation because we don't have cosecant here. Okay, although this one is expressed as cosecant cube x, but this one will undergo transformation because we have the identity here. Okay, so we can rewrite this as cotangent cube x multiplied by cotangent x multiplied by cosecant cube x dx. Now, if we're going to uh, replace cotangent squared x by cosecant squared x minus 1. So multiplied now by cosecant cube x cotangent x dx. Now we can write here by distribution, integration of cosecant squared x multiplied by cosecant cube x cotangent x. So it becomes the integration of cosecant to the fifth x cotangent x dx. Then minus integration of cosecant cube x cotangent x dx. Okay? Now, in this case, as you can see, we have the cosecant to the fifth and cosecant cube x. Take note that if we have cosecant with higher power compared to cotangent, okay, always factor cosecant. So there will be combination of cosecant x and cotangent x. Okay, so this can be written as the integration of cosecant to the fourth x multiplied by cosecant x by the factoring or by factoring cosecant to the fifth x multiplied by cotangent x dx as well as negative integration of cosecant squared x cosecant x cotangent x dx. So as you can see guys, we have now a combination of cosecant x cotangent x dx. Okay, now if we left u is cosecant x and our n is 4 and 2. Okay, so take the derivative of u. Derivative of u is negative cosecant x cotangent x dx. Dividing by both sides by negative 1, so it becomes negative du is equal to cosecant x cotangent x dx. So as you can see, cosecant x cotangent x dx is equal to negative du. So we can now replace integration of u to the fourth, okay, multiplied by cosecant x cotangent x dx, which is equal to negative du, then minus integration of u squared multiplied by negative du. And thus it becomes now minus integration of u to the fourth du plus integration of, because negative times negative equals positive, u squared du. And thus it is equal to negative 1/5 due to the fifth plus 1/3 root q plus c. And therefore, the answer now is negative 1/5 cosecant to the fifth x plus 1/3 cosecant cube x plus c. So take note that if there will be a combination of cotangent and cosecant, the value now is expressed in terms of cosecant. Okay, as you can see, cosecant to the fifth, cosecant u. Okay, take note of that. Okay. Now, for case number 4, integration of secant raised to mu du, integration of cosecant raised to nu du, where rather where n is a positive even integer. So the power here are in secant and cosecant are both even integer. So we have exclusively used this trigonometric identity. secant squared u is equal to 1 plus tangent squared u, and cosecant squared u equals 1 plus cotangent squared u. Okay? Now, let's see, okay, here. So, examples, we have the integration of secant to the 6y dy, and R1 integration of secant to the 4th x tangent cube x dx. Okay? Now, our solution here, so as you can see, our power of secant is even, and that is raised to 6. So we can factor this one as equal to the integration of secant to the 6y dy can be written as the integration of secant to the 4th y multiplied by secant squared y dy. Take note that we have always, okay, put the value of secant squared y. We don't have to factor this one as secant y. Always, when there is secant, so you have to proceed with secant squared y as a factor. So, again, secant to the 4th y can be written as secant squared y equals quantity squared. Okay? So, secant squared y equals quantity squared. So, secant squared y can be written as 1 plus tangent squared y equals quantity squared multiplied by secant y dy. And expanding this term, that is equal to the integration of 1 plus tangent squared y plus tangent to the 4th y secant squared y dy. Okay, then again distributing the given term, that is integration of 1 times secant squared y dy, then plus 2 integration of tangent squared y secant squared y dy. And finally, the last term is plus integration of tangent to the 4th y secant squared y dy. Okay? Now take note that we have secant squared y dy, secant squared y dy. Okay? So always when we have secant, so you have to leave secant squared y for that value. So left is equal to tangent y, and the power is 2 and 4. So taking the derivative of u, it gives secant squared y dy, which is equal to this one, equal to this one, equal to this one. And therefore, the integration of secant squared y dy is equal to tangent y, based on our trigonometric formula. Okay, and we have 2 integration of u squared, then secant squared y dy is nothing but the u. Then plus integration of u to the 4th du, okay? Because tangent to the 4th y is equal to u to the 4th, and then secant squared y dy is equal to du. And thus, it is now equal to tangent y plus 2 over 3 u cubed plus 1/5 u to the 5th plus c. And therefore, we have tangent y plus 2 over 3 tangent cube y plus 1/5 tangent to the 5th y plus c. Okay, so this is for case number 4. And take note that if we have secant, the answer there is equal to tangent. Okay, so everything here should be expressed in terms of tangent. And number 8, we have a combination of the integration of secant to the 4th x tangent cube x. And it is said that in case number 4, where n is a positive even integer, as we have here, okay? So this secant to the 4th will undergo, secant to the 4th x will undergo transformation. Tangent cube will not go with the transformation because this one is at the power. So we can rewrite tangent cube x, then factor now secant to the 4th as secant to the 4th x as secant squared x multiplied by secant squared x dx. And then we have to replace secant squared x by the integration of tangent cube x multiplied by 1 plus tangent squared x, because this one is the needed identity that we are going to replace. And we have secant squared x dx. Now, finally, it becomes now, if we're going to multiply or distribute it, we have the integration of tangent cube x multiplied by secant squared x dx, then plus tangent to the 5th, because tangent cube plus tangent squared, or tangent cube x tangent squared x is equal to tangent to the 5th x secant squared x dx. And again, we left tangent as our u, because guys, again, there is a combination here. So let u equals tangent x and our n is 3 and 5. Then the derivative of u is equal to secant squared x. So therefore, we're going to write now integration of u cubed du plus the integration of u to the fifth du. And thus, it is 1/4 u to the fourth plus 1/6 u to the sixth plus c. And thus, it is equal to 1/4 tangent to the fourth x plus 1/6 tangent to the sixth x plus c. So this is the answer for our number 8. Okay? As we have here, that is the answer for our number 8. Okay? So this one, okay, as you can see. And we have also number 5. Okay? So we have, okay, again, I will have to express that, okay, this is now visible, okay, integration of tangent cube x secant squared x dx plus integration of tangent to the fifth x secant squared x dx. And again, if we let u as our tangent x, for n is 3 and 5, then du is equal to secant squared x dx. So this one is our du. Okay, and again, it becomes now integration of u cubed du plus the integration of u to the fifth du, where it is equal to 1/4 u to the fourth plus 1/6 u to the sixth plus c. And replacing it, it becomes now 1/4 tangent to the fourth x plus 1/6 tangent to the sixth x plus c. And we have also case number 5, the integration of tangent m u secant raised to n with the where m and n are positive odd integers. So we can replace now tangent squared u equals secant squared u minus 1. Then cotangent squared is equal to cosecant squared u minus 1. Here are examples. As you can see, integration of tangent to the fifth y secant to the seventh y dy. And number 10, we have the integration of cotangent cube 2x secant cube 2x dx. As you can see, all the powers are expressed in positive integers. Okay? So you can now get the screenshot of our presentation. Okay? And okay, so this time, so I will have to close it now. Okay, I will have to close it. Okay, so if you have any questions with regards to that, then kindly and kindly ask to me. Okay, so I will have to close it now. Okay, guys. So, balik tayo dito. Okay, tanong ko lang, no? Pin muna natin. Ayan. Okay. So, pakihan lang natin. Okay. Is that visible naman? Okay. So, do you have any question with regards to cases 1 to 4? Hello? Hello?
None po.
Wala. So, this time, guys, we will have to solve case number 5. Okay? I will have to solve it on the board. Okay, so buburahin ko na to ha. Okay, guys. Dali. Tanggalin ko muna itong natin. Gallery. Okay. Okay, so this time, okay. So, burahin ko muna to. Yan. Okay, so, tanggalin na natin to kung wala ng tanong. Okay, let us first focus on case number 5. Siurong ko lang to ha, para makita. Yan. Okay. So where's my... Okay, for case number 5, the trigonometric function involve tangent and secant.
Sir,
Yes.
excuse po.
Ah,
Nawawala po yung focus nung nung lens ninyo dun sa screen. Ay, dun sa whiteboard.
nawawala. Is that visible right now? Okay.
Yes po.
Yan. Dali ah.
Ayan po, okay na po.
Okay, kasi nagkaroon ng ano. Okay, so now we have case number 5. The integration of tangent raised to mu, secant raised to nu du, where m and n are positive odd integers. So for case number 5, it involves tangent and secant, only the trigonometric identities. And we exclusively use these trigonometric identities as tangent squared u equals secant squared u minus 1, and cotangent squared u equals 2 secant squared u minus 1. So ito lang talaga ang gagamitin natin para sa case 5 na nag-involve ay tangent at saka secant. Okay, so we have an example here. We have number 9, tangent to the 5th, secant to the 7th, y dy, or tangent to the 5th y, secant to the 7th y, dy, and the other one is cotangent cube 2x, cosecant cube 2x, dx. So let us solve this one. Okay? So balik tayo dito. Iurong ko lang to para nakapokus na yung camera natin. Okay. So let us solve this. Okay, our example number 9. So I will have to write tangent to the integration of tangent to the 5th. Okay, y secant to the 7th y dy. Okay. Now let us solve this one, guys. Okay. The first thing that you are going to do, since both powers of tangent and secant are expressed in terms of odd integers. So what we are going to do, we are going to factor it, guys, okay? So this is now equal to the integration of tangent to the 4th y multiplied by tangent y, then multiplied by secant to the 6th y multiplied by secant y dy. So in other words, we factor tangent to the 5th, which is tangent to the 4th, tangent to the 4th y and tangent y, and we factor secant to the 7th y, that is secant to the 6th y, secant y. And then what we are going to do, we are going to process this one as equal to tangent to the 4th y, then multiplied by secant to the 6th y. Then need now tangent y and secant y. So tangent y, then multiplied by secant y dy. Okay. Now, after that, guys, we have tangent to the 4th y. Based from our trigonometric identities that we are going to use, ito lang ang pwede natin gamitin. Okay? Tangent at saka cotangent. Since wala naman nakalagay dito na cotangent, so ang gagamitin natin ay tangent. Okay? Tangent squared u equals secant squared u minus 1. So we are going to replace this as equal to integration of. Ang tangent to the 4th ay pwede natin isulat ng ganito. As given there, we have secant squared y minus 1, then square. Okay? Because, again, isulat muna natin ang ganito para medyo hindi kayo nalilito. Okay? Pwede natin isulat ito na tangent squared y, then enclosed quantity squared. multiplied by secant to the 6y tangent to the tangent y secant y dy. Okay, can you follow, guys? Hello? Can you follow?
Yes po.
Okay. Then, susundan na natin, gagamitin na natin yung identity. That is equal to the integration of, here, that is secant squared y minus 1. Then, square, kasi naka-square siya. Ito lang ginamit natin, ang substitution, yun siya. Then, since naka-square siya, so square natin. Then, multiplied again by secant to the 6y tangent y secant y dy. Okay. Now, after that, guys, ano natin siya? I-multiply natin siya. So, expand muna natin ito. That is equal to secant to the 4th y minus 2 secant squared y plus 1. Okay? So the square of the difference of the binomial, the first term should be squared. That is equal to secant to the 4th y. Then multiplied or twice the product of the first and the second term. So 2 times secant squared y times negative 1. The answer is negative 2 secant squared y. And square the second term, which is negative 1 squared. The answer is positive 1. Okay? Multiplied again by secant y, secant to the 6y, tangent to the 6, tangent y, secant y, dy. Okay? Then after that, guys, we are going to expand by distributing the given value. So that is secant to the 4th y multiplied by secant to the 6y tangent y secant y dy. It becomes now secant to the 10th y, then tangent y, secant y dy. Okay? Then, minus 2. Okay? So we have minus 2 integration of secant squared y times 6 secant to the 6y tangent y secant y equals secant to the 8y. Okay? 8y, then tangent y secant y dy. Then, after that, we have plus 1 times secant to the 6y tangent y secant y dy. So, plus integration of secant to the 6y, then tangent y, secant y dy. Okay? Now, I think last 10 minutes na lang natitira or even less than 10 minutes. Okay, guys? Now, let us perform this one, guys. Okay? So, after this, you will notice that ang pinakamataas natin na power ng secant ay 10, followed by 8, and then followed by 6. So, we have to write now, let secant, or rather, let u equal secant y. While our n, yung power natin is 10 for this, and we have 8 and 6. Okay. So if we're going to take the derivative of u, that is equal to secant u or secant y tangent y dy. Okay. As we can see, guys, since this one is a multiple, guys, ano naman yan? Multiplicative. Pwedeng maunang secant, pwede naman maunang tangent. So, but taking the derivative, guys, gives the following value. Ayan. Okay? So therefore, guys, you can rewrite this one as equal to, ang secant natin is u, so u raised to 10, and our du is nothing but tangent y secant y dy, or du. Then minus 2 integration of u to the a du, then plus integration of u to the 6 du. And thus, this one, guys, becomes 1 over 11 u raised to 11 minus 2 over 9 u raised to 9 plus 1 over 7 u raised to 7 plus arbitrary constant c. Then plugging in the value of u, which is secant y, so that is equal to 1 over 11 secant to the 11y, then minus 2 over 9 secant to the 9y plus 1 over 7 secant to the 7y plus arbitrary constant c. So this is the answer, guys. Okay? Now, take note of this. Okay, guys. So, maaring, sandali ano ko lang. Iangat ko lang kunti. Okay. So, I'll have to update the others. Ayan. Okay, guys. So, tandaan nyo, kapag involved ang tangent at saka secant, na ang power niya ay add, yung dalawa na yun ay add, ang sagot natin ay expressed in terms of secant. At kapag kasama yung tangent at saka secant, when we integrated, guys, kailangan maglaan kayo, guys, ng tangent, itong tangent at saka secant, then dy. So itong factor na to, secant y, tangent y, dy, ay laging kasama yan. Take note of that. Okay, guys? Kasi kapag dinerivative mo, lalabas yung value na yan. So, again, makikita natin. Baka tatanungin nyo, bakit may mga secant at saka tangent, hindi na nating isa. Take note of this, guys. Kasi yung integration natin na involved ng tangent at saka secant. Okay? Naintindihan ba, guys? Hello? Hello?
Yes po.
Opo.
Okay. Now, punta tayo sa number. Kung walang tanong dito, guys, punta tayo sa number 10. Okay, sa number 10, ay sorry, hindi ko pala na the record. Okay, anyway. Okay, so number 10, we have the integration of cotangent cube 2x. Then we have cosecant cube 2x dx. Ayun. Nag-gets nyo, guys, na ang power niya ay at lahat. 3 at saka 3. Yung cotangent at saka cosecant. Ngayon, pag tinignan natin, guys, dito, combination niya siya ng cotangent at saka cosecant. Now, dito sa natin, sa case number 5, ang nakalagay, guys, ay wala ditong walang nakalagay na cosecant. Okay? Nakita niyo, walang nakalagay dito na cosecant identity. Ang nakalagay lang ay yung cotangent. Wala naman tayong tangent dyan. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, kinakailangan mag-undergo ng transformation yung cosecant. Okay? Nagets ba? Hello? Hello?
Opo, sir.
Yes
So,
po.
now, kapag nag-undergo ng ang cosecant, so ang gagawin natin dyan ay iano muna natin. Tingnan muna natin yung mga, rather, yung cotangent, kasi ito nakalagay dito cotangent. Okay, not cosecant. So, ang gagawin natin dito ay susulat natin ng ganito. Factor muna natin. Cotangent squared 2x. Okay. Then multiply by cotangent 2x. Okay. Then, pwede rin natin isulat ito ng cosecant raised to 2x, then multiplied by cosecant 2x dx. Okay? So ngayon, itong cotangent squared 2x ay, ito yun guys. Okay? Nakita nyo, cotangent squared equals cosecant squared u minus 1. So, papalitan natin yan. So, ito yung magiging integration now of cosecant squared 2x minus 1. Okay? Then, i-multiply natin siya ng, okay, dahil ito yung multiplicative naman, pwede natin ilagay na cosecant squared 2x, then multiplied by cosecant 2x, then cotangent 2x dx. Okay, can you follow? Hello, nasundan ba ako? Hello guys.
Yes po.
Okay, so i-distribute natin isa-isa. That is integration now of cosecant squared 2x multiplied by cosecant squared 2x magiging cosecant to the fourth 2x. Then multiplied by cosecant 2x cotangent 2x dx. Then minus, ito na naman guys, so minus 1 times cosecant squared 2x, cosecant 2x, cotangent 2x. So integration of cosecant 2x, cosecant 2x, then cotangent 2x dx. Okay. Now, take note guys, again, kapag involved ay cotangent tsaka cosecant, lagi kayong titira ng cosecant itong value na yan, whether it is cosecant x, cotangent x, cosecant 2x, cotangent 2x, kasi angle naman to. Okay? O cosecant theta, cotangent theta, d theta. Lagi kayong magtitira niyan. Okay? Katulad kanina sa secant at saka tangent, laging magtitira kayo ng ang ano natin ay secant y, tangent y, or secant theta, tangent theta. Laging magtitira kayo niyan, guys. Okay? Take note of this. Yan. Okay. So, now, makikita natin ang power natin ay 4 at saka 2. So, sila ang matataas sa power dyan. So, mag-let tayo ngayon. Let U equals cosecant 2x. Where ang power natin ay mula sa 4 Okay, can we start now again? Okay, guys. So, saan bang part tayo nag-ano? Okay, guys. So, ayan. Okay, saan part ba tayo nagtapos kanina? Nalimutan ko. Okay. So, this time, guys, ayan. Explain ko ulit. Okay. Now, again, for example number 10, we have cotangent cube 2x, cosecant cube 2x dx. Then, we are going to factor cotangent cube 2x as well as cosecant cube 2x. But again, only cotangent cube 2x will undergo a transformation. Okay, guys? So, the factor of cotangent cube 2x is equal to cotangent squared 2x, cotangent 2x. And the factor of cosecant cube 2x is equal to cosecant squared 2x, cosecant 2x dx. Okay? Now, since cotangent will undergo transformation, how we know that this function or trigonometric function undergoes transformation? Basically because in case number 5, cotangent here, guys, is the only trigonometric identity that we can use for this case. Okay? So cotangent squared 2x can be replaced now by cosecant squared 2x minus 1. So again, the integration of the quantity cosecant squared 2x minus 1. Okay, can you follow? Okay, guys. Enclosed quantity multiplied by cosecant squared 2x times cosecant 2x cotangent 2x dx. Okay? Take note that when we have a combination of trigonometric identity, which are rather trigonometric function of cotangent and cosecant, always leave or magtitira kayo ng cosecant 2x cotangent 2x dx. If ever this one cotangent theta, then this one is rather cotangent cube theta, then cosecant cube theta. Lagi kayo magtitira ng cosecant theta, cotangent theta, this theta. Okay? Now, simplifying this one or distributing it will give the result of the integration of cosecant raised to the fourth 2x, cosecant 2x, cotangent 2x dx, minus the integration of cosecant squared x, cosecant rather, this one is cosecant squared 2x, okay, cosecant 2x, cotangent 2x. And then, if we let q is equal to cosecant 2x, because guys, again, the power natin is 4 at saka 2. Yun ang pinakamataas sa power natin. And therefore, taking the derivative of u is equal to negative cosecant 2x, cotangent 2x, then the derivative of the angle 2x is equal to 2 dx. And thus, itong neutralizing factor natin ay i-multiply natin before the value before the cosecant 2x and cotangent 2x. So that's why du is equal to negative 2 cosecant 2x cotangent 2x dx. So since our cosecant 2x cotangent 2x dx has one numerical coefficient here. So therefore, guys, we are going to divide it both sides by negative 2. And therefore, du divided by negative 2 is equal to negative du over 2. And that is equal to cosecant 2x cotangent 2x dx. Okay. Can you follow now, guys? Hello? Hello?
Yes po.
Yan. Okay, so yun ko lang okay. So with this, guys, papalitan na natin. Okay, that is equal to the integration of ito ngayon ay magiging u to the fourth. Yung power niya. Cosecant 2x cotangent 2x dx is nothing but negative du over 2. Then minus u squared. Then multiplied by negative du over 2. So it becomes now negative 1/2 integration of u to the fourth du. Negative times negative is positive. 1/2 integration of u squared du. Then simplify. That is equal to negative 1/2 multiplied by 1/5 u to the fifth plus 1/2 multiplied by 1/3 u cubed plus c. Okay? So therefore, negative 1/2 multiplied by 1/5, ang sagot natin negative 1/10 u to the fifth, then plus 1/2 times 1/3, 1/6 u cubed plus c. Then, replace natin ang u, negative 1/10. Then, ang u natin is cosecant 2x. So, cosecant to the fifth 2x, then plus 1/6 cosecant cube 2x plus arbitrary constant c. So this is now the answer. Okay. Okay. So that is the answer. Any question with regards to that, guys? Hello? May tanong ba? Hello?
None po.
Okay. So now we are going to study again another trigonometric integration, no? Okay, this is the product and powers of the trigonometric functions. Product and powers of the trigonometric functions. Okay, paki-screenshot lang yan, guys. Okay, paki-screenshot lang yan para once you already screenshot this one, so magpo-proceed tayo sa sunod nating topic. Okay? So, may tanong pa ba dyan? Wala na. Hello? Hello? Or buburahin ko na yan. Tapos na ba mag-ano?
None po.
Tapos screenshot? Okay, so buburahin ko na po lahat, ha? Okay, guys. So, tanggalin ko na to. Okay, bali, I think, guys, bali, ang ano natin, ang exam natin, quiz number 2, ay siguro yung ano ko sa, sa chapter 2, yung bali, the use of graphs, no? Graphs in solving the families of graphs of families of the indefinite integral including the graphs and as well as acceleration, velocity, and distance. And again, exponential, integration of exponential function and logarithmic function. It may be that one, pero ang ibibigay ko sa inyong examination ay hindi naman multiple choice. Okay, guys. So, this is a problem solving. So, sa problem solving, kailangan ko yung definite, accurate, at systematic ang solution ninyo. Because, guys, dyan sa problem solving, bali may mga points na tayo. Like, for example, given, the required, and then the solution. So, kailangan ilapat nyo yun doon isulat nyo doon sa examination booklet yung pinaka-solution nyo. Okay? Unlike doon sa unang exam natin na kung saan multiple choice, meron true or false. So each of the given item, guys, ay equivalent to 1 point lang. Pero dito, halimbawa, magbigay lang ako ng 5 item. 5, ha? And then, bawat item is 5 points. So, imagine for that, guys, kinakailangan i-solve nyo yung solution. Ipakita nyo yung solution accurately as possible. Okay, guys? Para magkaroon kayo ng points. Nagets ba, guys? Hello? Hello?
Yes po.
Kasi yung iba, pag sinabi nating multiple choice, hinuhulaan na lang. Kasi talaga naman magkakaroon tayo ng educated guess doon. Kasi whether you put your solution or you put your final answer, guys, that is equivalent to 1 point lang. Okay, guys? So, kasi ang tinitingnan ko na doon yung final answer nyo. But this time, guys, kinakailangan tama ang solution nyo para magkaroon kayo ng puntos. But it is not the same, guys, doon sa natin na umabot ng 30 or 30 or 25 items, guys, ganyan. Hindi ganon kasi napakarami ng isosolve yun. So, hindi ganon karami. Okay? Nagets ba, guys? Hello? So,
Yes po.
okay. Basta ang examination nyo ay problem solving. Okay? Sa chapter 2 and 3. So, hindi ko muna isasama itong chapter 5. Bali sa sunod na yan. Okay, guys? Teka, nagkaroon ng umafo. Okay. So, punta tayo dito sa next, products and powers of trigonometric function. Okay, guys. So let us discuss this one. Okay. Meron pang may meron pang dumating. Okay. Okay, guys. So another trigonometric functions, guys, that involves products and powers of trigonometric functions. So products of trigonometric functions involve sines and cosines, or rather, cosines. So to find the integration of sine mx cosine nx dx, we have also the integration of sine mx, sine nx dx, or the integration of cosine mx, cosine nx dx, where m and n are not equal. Okay? M is not equal to n. Use the product of the two functions expressed as sums. So yung n natin dito is the numerical coefficient. Halimbawa, 2x. Ito naman ay 3x. So, numerical coefficient yung m at saka n. So, hindi sila magkapareho. Take note of that. Take note ha na ang M at saka N ay hindi magkapareho. Either one, guys, could be greater than or lesser than each other. Now, we have the trigonometric identities that we are going to use. Now, in our cases, guys, last time, ito yung guys, powers of trigonometric functions. So, kanina na natin yan na na-express na natin, dapat ito na una before doon sa cases ng natin, trigonometric functions. But anyway, ito yung trigonometric identities na gagamitin natin. We have sine m, cosine n, that is equal to 1/2 multiplied by the quantity of sine m plus n plus sine m minus n. So, yun yung gagamitin natin. Kapag ang involved naman ay cosine n, sine n, we have to replace it by 1/2 multiplied by the quantity of sine quantity m plus n minus sine m minus n. Okay? And the other one, C, cosine m cosine n, that is equal to 1/2 multiplied by the cosine of the sum of m plus n, then plus cosine of the difference of m and n. And letter D, sine m, sine n is equal to 1/2 multiplied by the cosine of the difference of m and n minus cosine of the sum of m and n. So these are the following, guys. Okay? Examples. So we have sine 3x, cosine 2x dx. So our solutions would be for number 1, integration of sine 3x. Then cosine 2x. So, tandaan nyo ha, magkaiba sila ha. Yung angle nito 3x, yung isa naman ay 2x. Unlike yung dating sinusolve natin, pareho yung angle nila. Okay? So, kapag parehong angle, madali lang yon. Maglilit tayo ng u is equal to sine 3x. Derivative niya ay magiging cosine 2x dx. So, madali lang yun kapag parehong angle. Pero pag magkaiba ang angle, yung m ay magkaiba. So, maglilit tayo, let m is equal to 3x. And n natin is equal to 2x. Okay. So, anong case yan? Ano, letter A, letter B, letter C, letter D? Okay, guys. Saan siya nahanay? Ano sagot? Hello?
Two po.
Okay, tingnan nyo. 2. Tingnan nyo ha, nauna ang sine bago ang cosine. So, is that 2? O letter ang nakalagay dyan. Anong letter?
A po.
Letter A po.
A. Kasi yun ang nauna, sin M, cosine N. So, ilalagay natin ngayon, this is now equal to integration of sine 3x cosine 2x dx equals, okay? Susundan na natin yon. Integration of 1/2 multiplied by, okay, sine. Anong m natin? Ang m natin is 3x. Anong n natin? 2x plus 2x. Then, plus sine. Okay? M natin is 3x. Then minus n, 2x. Enclosed quantity, dx. Okay, nagets ba guys? Hello? Hello?
Yes po.
Okay, so this is now equal to 1/2 integration of sine or sine 3x plus 2x, 5x. Okay? Plus sine of, okay, 3x minus 2x. Ang sagot natin ay x. dx. Okay? Nagets na guys. Okay? Kailangan ganito yan para separated with each other multiplied by dx. Okay. So, i-perform na natin. 1/2 integration of sine 5x dx, then plus 1/2. Okay, ito 1/2 multiplied natin doon na integration of sine x dx. Okay. Now, guys, ano ang integral natin ng sine x? Okay. So again, pwede tayo muna ng let u equals the angle which is 5x. Derivative of u equals 5 dx. But dx here has one numerical coefficient, so i-divide natin both sides by 5. Okay, cancel. So du over 5 equals dx. Okay, so pwede na natin palitan. That is equal to 1/2 integration of sine. Okay, sine u, kasi ang 5x natin is u. Then, ang dx natin is du over 5. Okay? Then, plus 1/2 integration of sine x dx. Okay? Huwag kayong maglagay dito sine x, tapos du ang nilagay nyo. Okay? Hindi yan? Hindi ma-integrate. Ang sine u dito ay magiging na siya? Magiging constant kasi dx ang nakalagay dyan. So, it becomes now 1 over 10 integration of sine u du plus 1 over 2 integration of sine x dx. Okay? Now, recall natin ang trigonometric function natin, integration of trigonometric function. The integration of sine is equal to negative cosine. Okay? Negative cosine. So, this is equal to negative 1 over 10 cosine u. Okay? Then, minus 1 over 2 cosine x plus c. So, palitan natin si u. Negative 1 over 10. Ang u natin ay cosine. Ang u natin is 5x. Minus 1/2 cosine x plus arbitrary constant c. So, this is the answer, guys. Okay? So, Nagets ba? Hello? Hello?
Yes po.
Okay. So, any question with regards to that, guys? Hello? May tanong ba dyan? Okay.
None
So,
po.
let's proceed with number. Okay. Number, iurong ko lang to ha. Okay. Ayan. Okay, guys. Number 2. Okay, we have the integration of cosine 4x multiplied by cosine 3x dx. Okay. Now, ano yan, guys? Doon sa product natin, anong case yan? Case A, B, C, D. Hello?
Di po, sir.
Letter? Letter what?
Letter C po.
Okay, letter C. So, ilalagay na natin, this is the integration of 1/2. Okay, nakalagay dyan, cosine. Ang M natin is 4x plus N natin is 3x. Okay? Then plus, again, cosine. Ang M natin is 4x minus 3x. Yan, dx. Okay, so we have, labas natin ng 1/2. Okay? Then integration of cosine. Lagyan muna natin ng parenthesis. Okay? Cosine 4x plus 3x, 7x. Then plus cosine of 4x minus 3x. Ang sagot natin ay x. Distribute na natin. That is equal to 1/2 integration of cosine to the 7x dx plus 1/2 integration of cosine x dx. Okay? Tawag yan, guys, ang angle natin dito ay 7x. Okay? While dito naman ay x lang. So, let u equal 7x. du 7 dx. So, dahil dx natin is has one numerical coefficient, so divide natin both sides by 7. So, du over 7 equals dx. Okay? So, therefore, this is now equal to 1/2, okay, integration of cosine. Our u is 7x, so u, and our dx is du over 7. Okay? Then plus 1/2 integration of cosine x dx. Okay? Now, this is equal to 1/2 times 1 over 7, 1 over 14. Integration of cosine u du. Okay? Plus 1/2 or what, 1/14. Okay? 1 over 14. 1/2 integration of cosine x dx. Okay? Now, 1 over 14. Integration of cosine u is equal to sine u. Then plus 1/2 integration of cosine u is equal to sine u, or rather sine x plus c. Palitan natin si u, that is equal to 1 over 14 sine of, ang u natin here is 7x plus 1/2 sine x plus c. Okay, this is now the answer. Okay guys, may tanong ba dyan? Hello? Any clarification o meron medyo nalilito? Okay guys. May tanong ba? Wala.
None po.
Wala po.
None po.
Okay, ano muna, screenshot dahil buburahin ko yung number 1. Kasi proceed na tayo sa number 3. Okay, na-screenshot na ba? Hello? Hello?
Yes po.
Okay. So let us now proceed to number 3. Okay, burahin ko na pa ang number 2, ha? Okay, so number 3. We have the integration of sine 2x, then cosine 4x. Okay, which this example falls under what category? Okay, guys. Ano siya? Case.
Letter A po.
Letter A pa rin. Okay, guys. So, again, this is now equal to integration of 1/2. Then, we have sine. Ang m natin is 2x. Plus, m natin is 4x. Okay? Plus, sine of 4x. Okay? Rather, ang m natin is 2x minus 4x dx. Okay? So, this is now equal to 1/2. Integration of sine 2x plus 4x, 6x. Then plus sine of 2x minus 4x, negative 2x dx. Okay. So this time, guys, magiging 1/2 integration of sine 6x dx. Okay. Then, since sine is considered as an odd function, so ito ay magiging negative. Integration of negative 1/2 integration of sine. Tapos itong negative na yan ay magiging positive na siya. Okay? 2x dx. Okay? Now, guys, let u 6x du 6 dx. Okay? Divide both sides by 6. So, cancel. So, therefore, dx is equal to du over 6. Okay? On the other hand,
Okay. Sige, bali, start na tayo guys ha. Ayan. Okay guys, so balikan ko ulit. So again guys, dito yun. Integration of sine 2x cosine 4x dx. So nag-fall siya under case A. Okay? So again, we have to replace it by exact trigonometric identity that is equal to the integration of 1/2 multiplied by sine, where our m is 2x plus n 4x plus sine of n, which is 2x rather m, then rather minus cosine 4x or 4x, negative 4x, then enclosed quantity dx. So again, simplifying, it gives 1/2 integration of sine 6x, then plus sine 2x minus 4x to a negative 2x dx. So it gives now 1/2 integration of sine 6x plus, or rather minus 1/2 sine of 2x dx. Because sine is considered as an odd function. So kapag odd function siya, itong negative na to ay lilipat dun sa unahan. Okay? Now, let u equals 6x, du equals, derivative of u equals 6 dx. So dividing both sides by 6 gives now dx equals du over 6. And the same manner, guys, u natin dito ay 2x. Then take the derivative of u equals du equals 2 dx. Then du over 2 equals dx. Okay? And of course, substituting it from the given value, 1/2 integration of sine u, and then our dx is equal to du over 6, then minus 1/2 integration of sine u du over 2. And then performing it, 1/2 multiplied by 1/6 equals 1/12 integration of sine u du minus 1/2 multiplied by 1/2. The answer is negative 1/4 integration of sine u du. Okay? And this one, guys, gives integration of sine u is equal to negative cosine u. Okay, negative 1/12 cosine u. Okay, then since this one is negative multiplied by negative, it becomes a positive 1/4 cosine u plus c. Substitute natin ang value. Okay. 1/12 cosine. Ang value natin ng u kanina ay 6x. Then plus 1/4 cosine. Ang pangalawa natin ay 2x. Plus c. Okay, this is now the answer. Okay guys, naintindihan ba yan? Hello? Hello?
Yes po.
Okay. Now, punta tayo dito sa number 4. Okay, so number 4, we have the integration of sine 3x. Okay? Then sine 2x. Okay. Anong case siya nag-fall? Guys.
D po.
Letter D po.
Sa letter
D.
D. Okay. So, papalitan natin siya. That is equal to the integration of 1/2. Okay. Mula sa letter D, cosine. Ang m natin is 3x minus 2x. Okay? Then minus cosine of, okay, ang m natin is 3x plus 2x dx. Okay? So this one equals 1/2 integration of cosine x, because 3x minus 2x is equal to x. Then minus cosine 5x dx. Okay. So this time, it becomes now 1/2 integration of cosine x dx minus 1/2 integration of cosine to the 5th x dx. Okay? So, integrate na natin 1/2. Integration of cosine is equal to sine. Sine x. Then minus 1/2. Then, ang u natin is 5x. So, magiging times 1/5. Then, cosine is equal to sine x or sine 5x plus arbitrary constant c. So, this is now 1/2 sine x minus 1/10 sine 5x plus arbitrary constant c. So, this is now the answer. Okay, guys, do you have any question with regards to that? Hello?
None po.
Okay. So, now, let's proceed with, okay. So, wala na. Okay, guys, paki-screenshot muna. Paki-screenshot muna. Okay, or maybe I have to, sorry. Yan natin. Okay. Yan. Okay, okay na? Hello?
Okay na po.
Okay.
Yes po.
So this time, guys, bali, we end up our discussion for today. And, okay, please review your chapter 2. Okay, guys, at saka chapter 3, integration by logarithmic function at saka exponential function. And take note, yung integration by trigonometric functions natin, at saka itong transformation together with the powers, products and powers, guys, bali, ano yan, hiwalay ko na lang. Kasi kapag pinagsama ko yan, lalo nang marami kayong re-reviewin. But anyway, next meeting natin ay we are dealing with ano bang nakalagay dito sa ano natin. This is lecture number, no, I think this one is sa part 1 ng calculus. Okay. And so, ito yung calculus instructional material natin. So, bali dito na tayo sa chapter 6. Medyo mahaba-haba na to. Okay. Chapter 2. Ayan. Ito yung pag-aralan nyo, ha? Kasama yan sa quiz. Ang quiz niyo ay ano, problem solving. Okay, kasama rin ito. Trigonometric function. Nag-solve na ba kayo dito, guys? Assignment number 4. Hello, guys. Kasi sinagutan ko na to. yung exercise number 4 kasi wala tayong example. So, sinagutan ko yan. Then, nag-solve na ba kayo dito? Hello? Assignment number 4. Hello?
Di pa po.
Pa. Okay. Then, chapter 5, may assignment rin tayo dito. Okay. Kailangan ano nyo na yan. Still, ano pa rin, cooperative learning pa rin yan ha. Okay. Yan, assignment number 5. Okay. Yan. Itong assignment number 5 natin, yung mga, ayan, may mga value na. Okay guys, ito naman ay definite integral yung number 4 at saka number 5. Okay? And then, ang gagawin lang ay, okay. So of course guys, katulad nitong tangent number 5, kailangan lang ano yung identity ng tangent. That is sine over cosine. Ang cosecant is 1 over sine. So, yan. Then, hanggang dito lang assignment number 5. Wala tayong exercise number 5. Okay? Then, ang susunod natin dyan ay itong chapter 6. Integration yielding inverse trigonometric functions. So, inverse naman siya. Ayan. So, take note of that. Kapag meron kayo nakita na integration of d all over square root of a squared where a is considered as constant plus u squared, ito na, arc sine of u over a plus c where a is greater than 0. So, the rest will follow guys, okay? So, meron tayong mga example dito and I will have to solve that one. Then we have exercise, okay? So, dalawa lang to. Meron tayong practice exercise number 6 and assignment number 6. So, assignment number 6 medyo mahaba. May 5. Okay? And then after that, chapter 7, integration of hyperbolic functions and inverse hyperbolic functions. So, ayan. So, once na matapos natin dito, kakasama to sa midterm exam. Okay? Exercise. So, kailangan isolve nyo na yung mga exercises at saka assignment. It will help you as a review. Then, methods of integration involving quadratic expression. Yan. So, medyo mahaba-haba rin siya, pero maliit lang, kukunti lang ang exercise natin. And assignment natin dito ay 5. Okay? Then, techniques of integration. Dito na mag-umpisa yung pinakasimula. Oh, it's not simula, but rather penultimate part ng integration. Okay, guys? Kumbaga, yung pinag-aralan natin dati, lahat yan ay mga pang-ibabaw lang. Ito talaga yung malaliman ng pag-aaral pagdating sa integration. Okay? Kasi, kapag nagsosolve tayo ng problem, papasok na ito, mga integration by parts. Pagdating nyo sa differential equation, ito, papasok na ito, integration by parts. Yan. Okay? So, malaliman na to na pag-aaral ng integration. And of course, kasama din yan, guys, itong integration by algebraic substitution. So, kasama yan sa techniques of integration. Then, aside from this, meron tayong integration by trigonometric functions. Okay? I already discussed. I think, ito. Trigonometric substitution. Yan. Gagawa tayo ng... Yes, Legaspi? Anong tanong?
Sir, kailan po yung next quiz natin?
Next week.
Okay po.
So, hindi na ako magbibigay na. Basta ang pointers ko doon ay yung chapter 2, exponential at saka logarithmic function. So, I might be able to, anong gusto nyo? Ilang problem? Hello?
Wala, sir.
Walang problem. Paano yung
Sir,
sasagutan?
chapter 2 lang po yung coverage.
Chapter 2 at saka chapter 3. Bali, integration, integration of indefinite integral with a family of curves, and then acceleration, velocity, and distance. Okay? Then another one is integration by exponential function and logarithmic function. Ito ba ay nasagutan nyo na yung assignment natin doon at saka practice exercise? Hello? Kailangan sagutan nyo yan kasi kapag hindi nyo masagutan, wala kayong hindi nyo mapapractice kaagad yung pinag-aralan natin doon. Okay, guys. So, ngayon ang tanong, ilang problem ang gusto nyo?
Isa daw.
Oh, ano yun? Paano magkasya yung yung chapter 3 at saka chapter 2 at saka chapter 3 kung isang problem lang yan.
Sir, yung pong integration na may multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Hindi tayo magbibigay ng multiple choice. Problem solving lahat. So, kasi nung unang quiz natin, multiple choice. Okay, except dun sa latter part. Okay? Pero ngayon, which is binigyan ko lang yun ng tag-iisang puntos. Ngayon ay problem solving na talaga. Kailangan makita ko kung paano kayo mag-solve. Okay. So, ilan? Hello? For 3 hours, ilan ang Teka, iano nga muna natin ang schedule natin, guys. Supposedly, ngayong na to, week na to, ay tayo. Kasi nahati yan. Kayo ang na-part 2 sa online, tapos yung Thursday at saka Friday, yun yung face-to-face. Kasi na yan, meron tayong sa Miyerkules, araw ng kangitingan, no? Then, after that, bali, yun naman ay, online uli. Tama ba ako? Tingnan nyo nga yung calendar natin. Hello? Hello? Okay. Sa orientation natin dito, i-open ko lang ha. Ayan. Supposedly, April, ngayon? 7. Bali kasi, April, March 31 hanggang April 5, face-to-face. Then, itong April 7 up to 12, actually, online at saka face-to-face to kasi nahati ko sa dalawa. Then, April 14 to 19, online tayo. Ito yung mga no? Kaya lang, Holy Week na yan eh. Okay, guys. So, siguro, doon lang tayo sa 14 hanggang 16. Kasi na to, Holy Week na to. So, ang exam natin, maaari nating i-adjust itong midterm examination. Mag-ano muna tayo ng quiz number 2. Okay, guys? Hello? So, magpo-fall siya dito sa April 21. Nagets ba? Hello? Ayan.
Yes, po.
Opo.
Okay. Kasi di-discuss pa natin yung mga susunod na Okay? So, ayan. Okay, guys. So, stop ko na to. Okay, so balik tayo dun sa view natin. It's already 10:14 na. Okay, gallery. Okay, guys. So, paki-open uli ang camera. So, mag-ano tayo. Screenshot again. Okay. Mayroon pa bang tanong? Okay. So, next time, yung mga baka na naman, pag nag-schedule tayo ng examination, meron na naman absent. Kukuha na naman sa ibang section. Okay, guys. So, mas maganda ay kumuha kayo ng examination sabay doon sa mga klase ninyo. Okay? Now, magbabago ako ng ng examination. Kung halimbawa kayo ay hindi kumuha ng exam, nagpahuli kayo guys without any reason at all. Okay guys? So magbibigay ako ng special exam sa inyo. Okay? Magkaiba doon sa exam na binigay ko sa mga kaklase nyo ng actual day na kumuha sila ng examination. Okay? Kasi, alam niyo naman ang mga estudyante, syempre, naging estudyante rin ako. Nagtatanong yan, ano bang in-exam ni sir? Ano bang ganito, ganyan, ganyan? Okay. Hindi lang sa section ninyo, pati mga kaibigan nila. And then, syempre, magsasabi. So, syempre, pag nagsabi ng ganon, may idea na siya. Pandudugas yun. Okay, dapat pare-pareho, pantay-pantay. Okay? Kaya, kung gusto niyang kumuha siya, talagang wala siyang sinabi na bakit siya ayaw niya kumuha. So, ang gagawin ko niyan, guys, magbibigay ako ng special examination. At ang degree of difficulty ay 5 times doon sa binigay kong exam sa inyo. Nagets ba? Para hindi maging unfair. Kawawa naman yung kaklase nyo na kumuha ng exam doon sa time na kung saan kumuha kayo ng examination. Kasi kung ako lang halimbawa, ako madugas, ako estudyante na madugas, gagawin ko talaga, hindi ako kukuha ng exam kasi total yun pa rin ang bibigay ni sir sa examination para sa akin. Unfair talaga doon sa mga kaklase ninyo. Halimbawa, ikaw ay pumasa, tapos ngayon, yung mga klase mo ay bumagsak dahil doon sa unang wala silang alam. Kumbaga, hindi naman sa walang alam, nabigla sila. Kasi wala silang samantalang ikaw, matagal kang hindi kumuha ng exam, natural may idea ka na kung anong binigay ng exam. Diba? So, let's be fair. Okay, guys? So, kailangan, kung halimbawa talaga na hindi kayo makakuha ng examination, ibig sabihin kailangan magbigay kayo ng certificate. Kung halimbawa, doctor certificate, ganyan. But still, kahit na may doctor certificate na yan, hindi pa rin ako magbibigay ng exam na katulad dun sa unang binigay. So, magbibigay lang ako ng ibang problem. Pero kung ayaw talaga, halimbawa, wala siyang sinabi kung bakit siya nag-absent, tapos bigla na lang dumating na kukuha ng exam, ganyan. So, bigyan ko siya ng examination na 5 times ang difficulty. Pwede rin ako magbigay ng exam na isisiro ko siya. Yun. So, kasi katulad ni Sir ni Engineer Ramos yung kasamahan ko, sabi nga gano'n ng kasamahan ko, Sir, di ba final examination mo, bakit iniwan mo yung mga estudyante mo? Hindi mo binabantayan. Sabi ni Sir Ramos, babantayan ko ba naman yun? Kahit sila magkopyahan lahat, hindi nila makuha ang sagot. Lahat zero sila. Grabe. Kasi daw, ang rason bakit ginawa ni Sir, kasi nung nagbigay siya ng examination, ang ginawa ng mga estudyante, nagkopyahan. Nung nagkopyahan, ang ginawa niya, sa midterm yun pagdating ng final, ginawa niya gano'n, nagbigay siya ng examination na tinitiyak niya na lahat ng estudyante walang makakuha ng tamang sagot. Zero lahat. Sabi mo, babantayan ko pa ba yun? Naku, mag-enjoy na lang ako dito sa room. Kasi, bayaan mo sila doon magkopyahan. Wala naman silang masasagot doon. Zero talaga sila. Kilala niyo ba yan si Sir Ramos? Engineer Ramos? Actually na nag-retire na yun pero bumalik ulit nagturo ngayon. Okay. Kaya lang ang hawak niya architecture. So, hindi actually ang forte nung subject ng tinuturo. Baka ma-handlean kayo guys, okay? Differential equation. Okay. Next semester, next year. Oh no, next semester. So, okay guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then, second frame tayo. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, with that note guys, thank you very much. Please study. Probably guys, siguro magbigay lang ako ng 5 items. Is that enough para sa quiz number 2?
Yes po, sir.
Opo.
Yes po.
Baka yung iba naman, sir, napakakunti naman yan, dagdagan nyo naman. Hindi ako ma-challenge. Okay, so anyway guys, naiintindihan ko naman kayo guys. So bali, pag-aralan nyo lang so 5 questions siguro is enough na para doon sa problem solving. Pero kung hindi problem solving
Sir,
yan,
um,
ano yun?
Kung ano po, sir, mas marami tas iba-iba yung level ng difficulty.
Huwag
Like,
naman
hindi lahat ay mahirap ka.
ano rin,
Para mas may chance na makasagot yung
alin. Usually, pagdating sa sa mga problem solving average exam yan. Hindi naman ako magbibigay ng difficult exam dyan. Okay? Yung sobrang analysis lang. So you have to use your analysis to solve the problem. Okay? So hindi rin ako magbigay ng yung napakadali. Easy na masyado. Halos pinamimigay na. Okay? Halimbawa, maglalagay ako, evaluate the integration of x dx. Gusto ko ipamigay na yun eh. Hindi naman ganyan. Okay, guys. So, doon tayo sa average. Okay, para gumawa ng paraan para ma-solve ang problem. Okay? So, with that note, guys, thank you very much for attending our online synchronous class. Okay? Keep safe and God bless everyone. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po.
Okay.